Anyway. Yeah, just calling attention to. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming to this meeting. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Zak McClendon to Double Fine Productions. Zak, please stand up. Hello. Please remain standing. I have some questions for you.
Sure. Yes.
So that everyone may get to know you better. First of all, why are you wearing a microphone?
I was told I had to, so that was the main reason.
What are you going to be doing here?
I am going to be on Psychonauts 2 with this man right here. I think that's
right.
what I'm doing here.
He's
Is that the right answer?
In case you guys didn't get that, he's the designer on Psychonauts 2. Okay, now you can sit down, so now people know.
I mean, I guess the biggest thing that I want to accomplish is just improvement on the stuff that is obvious and obviously fixable. You know, some of the things with the camera, the core controls on Raz, the sort of overall level of polish in the core gameplay. I think there's a lot of bits of Psychonauts that are sort of charmingly lopsided and don't quite fit together in a way that that people expect and want from a modern game. And I think all that stuff is pretty easily fixable. It's not, you know, it's not easy to do. It takes time and focus and polish. But I think that's the thing that Psychonauts absolutely has to hit for a number 2, is to be as good a platformer game as anything else out there. And that's one of the things I'm excited to work on. And then I think a lot of the other things that are going to come up for us Psychonauts 2 are going to be, you know, surprises for us and for the audience for the game. And we're not really going to know. And we're really going to try to, you know, embrace what was good about the game, which was its endless inventiveness. And, you know, every time you went into a brain, not knowing what the rules were, not knowing who was going to be there, not knowing what the enemies or any specific gameplay might be. And I think that was a real challenge for the Psychonauts 1 team, because it was constantly coming up. It's like, oh my God, there's this totally new thing in every single level. And I think going into the second one with the plan of doing something crazy and new for every single level will help us do an even better job at that, because we can just plan around every level having its own unique gimmick and gameplay and sort of being it's a self-contained world.
Yep. The camp, memory of the camp. Do we actually want to talk about that as a location? Or is it like doesn't even make the cut?
I feel like it's kind of like
do it. It would come up if it came up. We'd do it, but we don't need to think about it in advance.
we don't just think about it.
Think about it.
My wife always says you shouldn't go back to a party that you left.
I don't think so. I agree with you.
Once you walk out of a party, no, you don't go back.
But here we are at Psychonauts 2, so it's a little bit. It's
Yeah,
like having
it's a
another
new party.
It's a new party.
Move to
Totally
another
new
house.
party.
Someone else's house.
Remember that party we had last year? It was
Yeah.
awesome. Let's do it again. You know, one of the things about doing a direct sequel is sort of, you know, people really do want all the characters they love and all the locations they love and all of that, and they want to, you know, there's the urge to revisit all of that again and return to it. But at the same time, people also want something really new, and they don't want to see all the same stuff again. And I think the direction that we're currently going with it is a good mix of those two things. So some of the characters that you love, but entirely new locations and situations, and sort of moved forward in their careers and their lives a little further. That I hope will split the difference there, because it can be hard to sort of recapture that magic of the first game without trying to, you know, recapitulate it in a way. But for Psychonauts 2, I think people will be expecting the unexpected more. You know, I think the first game, especially if you were a console gamer who wasn't familiar with, you know, Tim's work in the past, it was probably really unexpected for the other kind of games that were out there now. And I think, you know, people know a little more what to expect from Double Fine and from Tim. And so we might not blindside people quite as much, but we'll see what places we end up going with it.